Good morning, everyone. Time, space, and the miraculous. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt that time is slipping through your fingers? Or that the weight of your current circumstances is so heavy it feels like space itself is closing in on you? If that's you, let me tell you this, your story is not over. Time can feel like our biggest enemy. Deadlines, clocks ticking, birthdays coming and going. We watch the seconds, the minutes, the years, and sometimes we think I'm running out of time. But what if I told you time isn't your enemy? Time is a gift. Each moment you're given is a chance to write a new page in your story. Time is a gift. Each moment is a chance to rewrite your story. It's easy to feel like time is working against us, especially when we face setbacks or when life doesn't go as planned. We see the hands of the clock moving, days turning into weeks and years slipping by, and we begin to think that we're running out of opportunities to make a difference or to live the life we've dreamed of. But what if we stopped looking at time as a limitation and started seeing it for what it truly is? A chance, a new beginning, a canvas ready for us to paint on? Every moment you are alive is an opportunity to start again. It doesn't matter what you've been through, how many mistakes you've made, or how much you think you've lost. Time doesn't hold grudges. It doesn't keep score of your past failures. Instead, it keeps moving forward, offering you a continuous invitation to move forward with it. The beauty of time is that it allows us to change. It gives us space to grow, to heal, and to transform into the person we want to be. Think about it. Every second brings something new, a new decision, a new thought, a new chance. The mistakes of the past don't have to define the future because time separates the two. It creates a bridge between where you are and where you could be. It's not about erasing what's happened, but about realizing that what's ahead is untouched, unshaped, and entirely up to you. Too often we focus on what we think we've lost, time we spent on the wrong path, opportunities we didn't take, relationships that didn't work out. But those moments, while painful, are not wasted. They are lessons. They are pieces of the puzzle that make up the incredible story of your life. Instead of dwelling on what you can't change, consider what you can create with the time you have now. Time is not a finish line that you're racing toward. It's not something that runs out or disappears. It's a constant companion, patiently offering you the chance to try again, to take the first step, and to turn your dreams into reality. Every breath you take is proof that time is still on your side. You define your space, not the barriers around you. Life often feels like it comes with boundaries, invisible or visible, that dictate how far we can go or what we can achieve. These barriers may be physical, emotional, or even societal, and they have a way of making us feel small, insignificant, or trapped. But what if the size of the space you can move within is not determined by these obstacles? What if space is something that grows and expands with your mindset and the choices you make? The truth is, space is not limited to the room around you or the circumstances you find yourself in. It's something you create within yourself. Think about it when you feel confident, motivated, and hopeful the world seems to open up. Opportunities feel within reach, and suddenly the walls around you don't seem as close as they once did. On the other hand, when fear, doubt, or failure creep in, that same space feels constricting, as though every path is blocked. The difference is not the size of the room you're in or the situation you're facing, it's your perception of what's possible. Barriers are real, of course. They can't always be ignored, and sometimes they won't move no matter how hard you push. But they don't have to define you. Just because you face a closed door doesn't mean there isn't another one waiting to be opened. Sometimes the walls you see are there to teach you resilience, creativity, or patience. Other times they're illusions, barriers you've built yourself because of fear, past failures, or the limitations others have placed on you. These are the spaces you can reshape, starting with what you believe about yourself and what you are capable of. It's easy to feel like space is determined by external factors, your job, your education, your relationships, or even the expectations society has for you. But the most powerful spaces are the ones you create. Think about people who have risen above incredible odds, who have turned obstacles into stepping stones. What they did was refuse to let the barriers around them limit their dreams. Instead, they looked within and found a way to expand the space they could move in. When you focus on the space within you, your ideas, your strength, your vision, you'll find that the barriers around you start to matter less. Even in the smallest, tightest spaces, there is room to grow. A seed planted in the smallest crack of concrete doesn't complain about the lack of space. It grows anyway. It stretches toward the light because that's what it was made to do. You are no different. You have the ability to grow and thrive no matter how constricting the circumstances seem. The space you create for yourself also impacts those around you. When you refuse to let barriers define you, you inspire others to do the same. Your courage, your determination, and your willingness to expand your possibilities can ripple outward, helping others see that their own walls are not as immovable as they thought. The space you define becomes a space for hope and transformation, not just for you, but for everyone who witnesses your journey. The key to redefining space is to shift your perspective. Instead of looking at what you don't have or where you can't go, focus on what you do have and what you can do. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a way of expanding your space. Every moment you spend believing in yourself is a way of pushing against the walls that seem to hold you back. Space, after all, is not about how much you're given, it's about how much you create. Even when it feels like the world around you is closing in, remember that the most important space is the one within you. This is the space where dreams are born, where ideas take shape, and where the impossible becomes possible. What defines you is not the barriers, but the limitless potential you carry inside. The miraculous happens when you choose hope, perseverance, and belief in yourself. Miracles are not just extraordinary events or unexplainable phenomena that happen somewhere out of reach. They are the quiet, powerful moments that occur when you decide to keep going, even when everything around you seems to say stop. They happen when you choose to believe in something better, something brighter, even if you can't yet see it. The miraculous isn't something reserved for a select few. It's something within each of us, waiting to be awakened by the choices we make. Hope is often the first spark of the miraculous. It's that small, persistent voice that whispers there's still a chance, even when you feel surrounded by darkness. Hope doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is fine. Instead, it's about holding on to the possibility that things can change. It's a choice to believe in the potential for growth, healing, or success, even when the odds are against you. When you choose hope, you create a pathway for miracles to happen. It opens your mind to possibilities you might not have seen before, and it gives you the strength to take the next step, even if that step feels impossibly difficult. Perseverance is the action that brings hope to life. It's one thing to feel hopeful, it's another to act on it. Perseverance is the decision to try again after failure, to stand back up after falling, and to keep moving forward when every fiber of your being wants to give up. It's not always glamorous. In fact, it often looks like small, unremarkable actions: getting out of bed, making that one phone call, or showing up when it's easier to walk away. But in those moments, perseverance becomes the engine of the miraculous. Each act of persistence builds momentum, creating opportunities and breakthroughs that wouldn't have been possible without your commitment to keep going. Belief in yourself is the foundation that holds everything together. Without it, hope can feel fragile, and perseverance can feel like a losing battle. Belief in yourself doesn't mean you have all the answers or that you won't make mistakes. It means trusting that you have the strength, wisdom, and courage to figure things out as you go. It means recognizing that you are enough, even if the world around you tries to tell you otherwise. This belief is not about arrogance or pretending you don't need help. It's about knowing that deep down you have what it takes to overcome the challenges you face and to create a life filled with meaning and purpose. The miraculous often comes in unexpected ways. It's not always about a sudden dramatic change. Sometimes it's about the subtle shifts, the moments when you realize you're stronger than you thought. Or when a small decision leads to something far greater than you could have imagined. Miracles happen when you choose to see possibilities instead of limitations, when you focus on what you can do instead of what you can't. They're in the moments when you dare to dream again after heartbreak, or take a chance on something new after years of playing it safe. What makes the miraculous so powerful is that it doesn't depend on perfection. You don't have to have everything figured out, and you don't have to wait for the perfect circumstances to begin. The miraculous happens in the midst of the mess, in the moments when you're unsure, scared, or struggling. It's born out of the courage to keep moving forward, the willingness to believe in better days, and the determination to turn hope into action. Choosing hope, perseverance, and belief in yourself doesn't guarantee an easy path. but it does open the door to transformation and growth in ways you may never have thought possible. When you make these choices, you invite the miraculous into your life. It's not something you wait for, it's something you create through your actions, your attitude, and your refusal to give up. Each step you take in faith, each moment you choose to keep going despite the obstacles, is a step toward unlocking the incredible potential within you. The miraculous is not something far away, it's within reach, waiting for you to say yes to hope, to perseverance, and to belief in yourself. Thanks for watching.